Okay, so good morning, guys. Today I am going to demonstrate how to create your thumbnail sketch. Now, as you all know, or should know at this point, thumbnail sketch is really just a mock drawing of your idea. It's part of the process of creating and breaking things down. So I am asking that everyone creates a thumbnail sketch for their superhero for week 1. I am going to be making, her name is Spadera, and Spadera is part woman, part spider. Okay, so I always, ask you guys to get images and to reference things. When we reference, I'm talking about looking at actual photos and you're sort of combining them in the creation of kind of one larger image. It helps when you have a reference in order to sketch out those ideas. So I figure I'm going to reference a female. I looked up catwalk supermodel. I will probably draw her from here up. And then in the bottom, I will sort of combine the texture of the spider legs along with her own. So she's going to be part spider, part woman. Now when we sketch, I'm sort of drawing alongside of this. You can use your cell phone. And again, a thumbnail sketch is not a finished drawing. However, it is a really good idea of what you're going to be doing. So when I sketch, I always tell my students, I always tell you guys, a loose sketch of the overall image first, and then you can sort of go back in and add details. So her body does sort of this like S curve. And I'm just sketching out that composition first. And then from there I can do details, but I'm not up to that just yet. I'm going to exaggerate this a little bit more just to make it more fun. And again, I'm going to be changing this and making it my own. So there's the basic kind of outline of the female. And now I'm going to combine spider legs. So maybe I'll make one that sort of goes out this way. I'll maybe make another that goes out here. Maybe another one that does here. Come to think of it, I want her legs longer. So I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to give her a longer leg. Why not, right? Maybe I'll make one sort of come out this way. And now I'm sort of looking at those spider legs and I'm looking at kind of the shape. And I can use the details from my photo, in order to get more details on her. I can, take aspects of that spider. And now I can go in and I can make her face a little bit more detailed. I think I'm going to make her bald just because. No hair. And I'm going to sort of develop more details now. Make this a little bit more defined overall. I like her gloves, so maybe I'll make my image with gloves, just like the ones I see here. And I can sort of indicate where her eyes are going to be, her nose, lips. And I can add more details to that face as I move. Can add the details of, maybe they'll have little eyeballs like the ones I see here in her costume. Maybe her costume's going to go up to the top like this. And her S for her name, I want that logo to be on the front. And maybe I'll make big eyeballs. And I can put those as part of her costume. Maybe she's going to wear some kind of headpiece. Maybe it's going to be made up of like hair or fur. I'm not sure yet. I'm just kind of being creative at the moment. And then I can go down and the spider in the picture has sort of these like hairs on the legs. So I always say to you guys, reference, reference, reference. If I wasn't working from references, I would think this would be a lot harder. You know, working from this photo in my final, I can see where, you know, I need to shade. I can get more detail in her face from this photo. Find pictures that you like that will help you. I can see where I'm gonna have shadows based on this picture. But right now for this week, all you're doing is developing a sketch. I wanna know what the person's name is, what your superhero's name is. I wanna see a basic sketch. I'm gonna stop for now, but generally, kind of a detailed sketch. If you wanna use little areas of shading, you can. I always say the more you put into your thumbnail, the better, you know, your final one will be. So I really want you guys to think about visually what your superhero is gonna look like. And I'm gonna stress references. Save them on your phone, have them working, you know, put your phone alongside while you're doing parts. So you're basically combining images to make up your own. It helps and it makes the work look more professional. And this is what we call brainstorming. And it's a very important part of the process. Anyone that is a cartoon artist does this process when they, you know, create their work. So we're working just like a real artist. All right, guys, I hope you had fun.